Alright, welcome to the CNS University channel. My name is Steven, and you're probably watching this video because you're planning on buying a new laptop, or you're not sure whether to get a laptop, a tablet, or a desktop computer. So let me help you out. I'll be basically going around every single device. I'll be talking about the tablet, the desktop computer, and the laptop. Alright, so laptop. So you're probably thinking right now, people are telling me that well, my laptop's too old and I should change. And I should switch to a tablet because a tablet's smaller and you can pretty much do everything that a laptop does on a tablet. Well, not really, because first of all, storage is a lot better in a laptop than a tablet. A tablet you'll have maybe tops 120 gigs with an SD card, 64 gigs or an iPad, that's the highest you can go to. And if you have pictures and applications, those things, they accumulate and they fill up your tablet really fast. And depending what you do in life, so if you're like a programmer or studying to be a programmer or something, you won't be able to install those programs on a tablet. You're going to need a laptop. So you're going to have to buy a laptop no matter what. And a laptop is a lot more practical because you can do so much more on it. You could basically watch movies at home on it with an HDMI cable if it has an HDMI input. You could video edit on it. You can play games on it depending on your budget. So yes, a laptop is a lot more practical. And like I said, depending on your budget, you can basically get something really thin. And you could even get something that looks like a tablet but has the power of a laptop, like the Microsoft Surface Pro 3. The Microsoft Surface Pro 3 is thin, has a great resolution, and depending on your budget, it could be even better than a regular laptop because you can spec it up and add more RAM, basically, which is gonna basically allow you to have many things open at the same time, more storage with an SSD, which is a faster type of hard drive. So you'll basically open things pretty much right away on your computer. And you'll basically be able to play some games too because there's an option to have a better video card on it now. So yes, a laptop is a lot better than a tablet, and you can't replace a laptop for a tablet unless if you're just planning on surfing the web and read your emails and go on YouTube and play little games like on an iPad, like those little application games like Angry Birds and stuff like that. So that's it for laptops. I'll be moving on to desktop computers, and in other videos I'll be talking about the difference between a Mac computer, Apple, no, not Apple, yes, that Apple, and Windows. No, not those Windows. Yes, that Windows. So a desktop computer. Well, this desktop computer here that I have at home, well, it's a very good desktop computer. Yeah, it's a quad core. It's not the best one, but you know, it does the job for what I need. But I mainly use laptops nowadays. But then again, it's a very good desktop computer. Now, for people who are basically into gaming, I mean, a desktop computer is very practical. You can upgrade them. I mean, as you can see, there's a lot of cables here. I upgraded a few things here myself. I added two SSDs. Basically, that's a hard drive. It's a new type of hard drive. It's a lot faster than those regular hard drives with those platters that are basically like this. And basically, this little head needs to connect to the disk all the time. It needs to access information. Well, an SSD doesn't need that. It just does it. I mean, with the circuits, it's a lot faster. It's electronic, so it's a lot better. So yeah, you can do a lot. You can change the power supply, and then that will basically allow you to have a better graphic card. And when you basically change those two things, you'll get to play better games and stuff like that, or do some video editing if you're into making movies or videos and stuff like that. So I find that's pretty cool. Desktop computers are very practical for that. They do everything else a laptop does. You can use Microsoft Word and all that stuff, and print and stuff like that. So desktop computer is great. But then again, for example, it's a pain in the ass to move around and stuff. You wouldn't be able to bring this with you. I mean, it's pretty heavy, and not only saying it's big, I'd have to carry it with me, and plus I'd need a screen too, and a printer if I need to print. So yeah, it's not practical to bring with you, that's for sure. But it would last a lot longer than a laptop or a tablet overall, because they're upgradable and you can fix them a lot easier than a laptop. A lot of people are scared to open laptops up and upgrade things on them, so just don't. Desktop computer's easier, you get to see the stuff, it's a lot, the visibility of it is a lot better, and it's very easy to upgrade. uh, there's also a lot of videos on that, so, and I'm gonna be making some, so you'll be able to do it if you follow me on this channel. So that's for desktop computers. Alright, so the tablet. So this is the iPad Air 2. The iPad Air 2 is pretty good tablet. I'm not telling you if you decide to get a tablet that you have to get an iPad, because I know they are more expensive than most tablets in the market. You can go for Samsung as well, which I would highly recommend as well if you want to go for Android, because between these two tablets, a Samsung or the Apple tablet, you have two different systems. And this one you have iOS, and on a Samsung tablet, let's say, you'd have Android. So they're different. I mean, both of them, I honestly, for me, are very user friendly, but I do have to admit that the Apple tablets are a bit more user friendly. I mean, for example, if you have an iPhone, I have the iPhone 7 Plus, which I recently got. I mean, they both have the same features. Touch ID, everything is the same. You can share files easily between both devices. If you have an Apple TV, you can easily use AirPlay, and right away everything you see on the screen will be displayed on a monitor or a TV. I normally do that on my TV, so, which is pretty practical. You can do that with an Android device, but you'd have to get Google Chromecast, or unless you have a smart TV that enables you to also mirror what you do. You can also display what is displayed on your tablet on your TV screen. It's power. Okay, let's be honest. A tablet will never be like a laptop or a desktop computer, because in a desktop computer, first of all, you can modify them, you can add more things to it, like I explained before. So they'll never be as strong, and you can't really spec them up. You buy them the way they are, and they just stay like that. And just like this iPhone or tablet, if I want to add more memory to this, I can. Like Apple devices don't let you customize them, which kind of sucks a bit, but whatever. Just make sure you buy, like, if you decide to go for Apple, buy like the best thing you can get. It's worth it, because in the end you won't have to think, oh look, in 2 years my phone won't have, let's say, enough memory. Because if you buy, let's say, a phone with 32 gigs, 32 gigs is not a lot, considering that most apps are like pretty big nowadays, and they keep getting bigger and bigger with each update that come out. So alright, so what's practical, let's say with a tablet? Well, first of all, they're extremely light. This is less than a pound. It has a 10-inch screen. It has a camera, a front camera, a back camera. The front camera, I think it has 1.2 megapixel on this iPad Air 2. It records 1080p in 30 frames per second, even slow-mo, 120 frames per second, which is pretty cool if you like to make videos and stuff. This thing has the lightning connector, which is something like this. This came with the iPhone, like these new headphones with the lightning connector. But the lightning connector, I find it's pretty cool. Especially if you want to transfer data, it's great. It transfers data faster than USB 3.0. Except I think I do recall that USB 3.0 just came out with a new version that enables you to transfer data at pretty high speed, even higher than before. But then the lightning, the technology came out with something even faster. So lightning still today is faster to transfer data, if you can also afford that, because I mean lightning stuff is kind of expensive. Oh, okay, so Siri. Siri's pretty cool. I mean, let's say give you an example. What was the last score of Real Madrid?
Sorry, I don't see any scheduled games or scores for that request.
Okay, that wasn't maybe the greatest example because it didn't actually quite get what I said. Maybe I'll try Real Madrid. What was the last score of Real Madrid? Ah, there you go.
The Real Madrid Ypres match ended in a draw.
See,
One
not
each
bad.
for Real Madrid.
Okay,
and
so
Ypres.
1-1, pretty bad game. But whatever. A draw for Real Madrid is not very good. But okay, so let's go back to the tablet. Very user friendly. I mean, if you want to update something, I mean, it's not like a computer that you have to go online, check the version of your program. Some programs sometimes don't update properly. Let's say on a laptop or desktop computer, this is easy. Go to, let's say, the App Store or Google Play, I mean the Play Store, and you just update. I mean, you go to update and boom, you get all the latest versions of your app. You can put on auto update. I prefer to do it manually because I still do things the old-fashioned way. I mean, I'm also a computer technician, so that's what I do for a living. So I prefer to just choose when I do my updates. But also because they also end up taking less space on my devices. Like, I wouldn't care much on a, let's say, 120 gig device like my iPhone, but let's say this that has 64, that's a bit less thing I can put in it. But I mean, some people even have I think 32, 16 gigs nowadays. I would really, if you decide to go for a tablet, do not get 16 gigs unless if you're someone that doesn't take many pictures and just uses applications and browses the web. But if you are someone who likes to take pictures and browse the web and keep, let's say, adding more applications, or you don't want to worry about these things, just get something higher than 32 gigs, because honestly 16 gigs is really not enough nowadays. So like I said, its power won't be like a desktop computer or let's say a laptop, because first of all, graphic card is limited, everything is limited, it's a bit slower, processor is slower. I mean, this thing will probably try to impress it on the Apple website, say, oh, it has an A4 chip, that's extremely fast, or I mean, sorry, A8X, I think, which is still 64-bit, pretty fast. I mean, we're talking about like a tablet, you know, it weighs less than a pound, it's pretty thin and everything. This thing already has a 64-bit processor, which is pretty amazing. But to me, honestly, a tablet is very useful when you want to watch, let's say, Netflix at home in bed, and you don't want to use your TV screen or something, or you're reading something in the metro station or in the bus, you know, you want to read an article or something. But aside for that, I mean, you can do anything on a tablet. I mean, on a laptop computer, a laptop. You can get, like I said, the Micro Surface Pro 3, and you can also convert it almost to a tablet, and it's thin, it's light, it's powerful. You can download the real programs, not applications, so that's the big difference. Alright, so I hope you liked my video. If you have any questions, you don't hesitate to contact me. I mean, you can leave a message or feedback or whatever, and I'll try to get better at making these videos. Haven't made many, so still getting some experience with that. Alright, so thank you, and enjoy the video if you watch it again. I mean, if you, like I said, you don't have to waste your time, just message me and I'll help you out. I mean, I like to do it, that's what I do. Alright, so, alright, ciao.